Hey there, my name is Dawood Miracle, and I am the co-founder and digital director of a branding and web design agency we call Doing Good, and we help functional and alternative medical practices find the patients that they're really looking for, find their ideal clients, if you will. Now, Jasmine spoke with, I think it was Sharon in the office, and Sharon requested that we do a video review of your website. This is something we do often. We do video reviews for sites all the time, and it gives us an opportunity to really help you understand how you can get more from your site. So I'm just going to jump in. The first thing that I noticed here was there's a lot of use of stock photos on the site, and I'm going to point this out as an obvious example. So you tell me go meet our team. Who is our team? But you don't give me a photo. You give me a stock photo, a really obvious stock photo. It'd be much nicer to see somebody or all of your team here. And there's places you use stock photo around the site that feels that way as well. I'm just going to click on this link for a quick second. So that wasn't one of the pages. It was the other about page where it was about the practice. There we go. So about this practice, I mean, obviously this photo isn't your office. It's not people in your office. It's completely staged and it feels that way. And so I think you can provide a much nicer experience of what it is that you offer by just shifting the photograph and doing that so in a lot of places. We'll go back to the homepage. So the most critical thing that I see as I go through the site is that the site's not really about me as a potential patient. It's about you, it's about what you do, it's how you can help me. There's a fine line to walk between how it is that you guys can help your patients and me understanding that I can get the help that I really need. And so this, of course, everyone wants to feel better. The problem with this headline is there's no real emotional hook. Remember that people are going to make decisions on purchases, buys, contacts based on emotion. And so this whole section here, which is critical at the top of the page because it's the first thing people are going to see, and it's obvious that you guys want more clients because you're actually detailing that you want people to become clients. So this would be much nicer if this whole area was really about the real things that people are dealing with and how it is you can help them resolve their problems. So think about problem solution relationship, think about illness and healing relationship. Think about those things and how you could express that better here at your site. And I just, so again, it's really cliche, this really cliche image. I'll go on. um, so this is a nice section asking why. Now here's the interesting thing is there's a couple of ways to answer that why. You could answer it the way you did, in the sense why your practice. But what if the why is more hard hitting about you've tried other things, you've tried other um, uh, sorry, I can't get off the word rituals, and that's not the word I'm looking for. You've tried other methods of healing, and that hasn't worked for you. And so we're a different approach. Remember, one of the key components of branding is differentiating yourself from all the other peers that you have locally, showing how it is that you're different. And so this is kind of, it feels generic in the sense of how you're different. I want, again, connection. One of the second key points of branding is do you connect who you guys are and the story you have to tell to my story and what I'm dealing with. And this is a perfect opportunity here to do so. Though before we get to why, I'd be much more interested in seeing this first. So maybe moving this up on the site and also shortening this text. This text needs to be about half as long um, and let people click more to read more. But get me into the solutions that you can help me with as early on the homepage as possible. Um, there's also just the site in general feels like it's missing life. Even though you have all these pictures of people, I don't feel like it's alive and interesting and engaging. And maybe some of that is how the content's written, and that's easy to fix with a copywriter. Um, so this area again, I would shorten this area. The icons feel a little stark and dark based on the rest of the site design, and also based on what I get a sense of you guys are about based on the stuff I've read. And so, you know, small things, but these send a message. That's why you put these icons here, and they're sending a message of too much heaviness um, that I don't really get a sense from reading your content. I already spoke about this. The blog posts are fine. Maybe just have three. Um, you can put those on the homepage. You could not. One thing that's massively missing, however, on your homepage is where is your clinic. It'd be really nice to have, a map of some sort, your address, your phone number. I see your phone number up here in the corner. Your phone number is not clickable or tappable on a mobile device. That's something that should be addressed. But I don't see where I can easily find directions to your clinic or where I can find the map to your clinic. That's something to think about. Also, I think this bit on our approach is missed a little bit. Even though we have this up here, um, I think that you could do a better job with bringing out your unique approach and what that looks like in my unique healing process. Um, Conditions, I thought this was an opportunity that was missed. Oh, interesting. Oh, I can't get your menu to scroll. I didn't notice that. It'd be interesting to test that on a mobile device. You guys should do that immediately. Is test the menu on your mobile device and see if this is scrollable because it's not. Do you see the website scrolling in the background? But the menu won't scroll, so I can't get down below gluten sensitivity. I see a little bit of hormones here, but it looks like there's many, many more as this is alphabetical order. Anyway, the whole point of conditions is bringing that more to the foreground too, covering that in some way, maybe on the homepage, so people can identify, well, I have inflammation or I have an immune disease, an autoimmune disease, excuse me. Um, See, again, your menu doesn't scroll. That's interesting. Oh, I think I know why. Anyway, why technically? Um, we didn't want to click on services. Sorry, we want to click on conditions. Your services, there's a lot of ways to deal with your services. Ideally, your services identify the solutions to specific problems. But if somebody is having chronic pain, which hundreds of millions of Americans are, again, giving an opportunity to bring this to the forefront that if you have chronic pain, then we potentially, I mean, look, typically pain lasting more than 12 weeks is chronic pain. So bringing this to the forefront of your site and letting people self-identify that, "Oh, I have chronic pain, maybe these guys can help me." Doing that more so, again, bringing it to your homepage, making your homepage much more user-friendly in the sense of what people are looking for. And I think overall your brand is interesting. We cover branding in 6 different pillars that we can discuss, when we have a chance to chat. But the bottom line is, who is this for? And maybe a bigger question to ask is why? Why would they care about your practice? What is it that you can do differently and better than anybody else locally that makes me want to care about your business? And I don't, excuse me, about your practice. And I don't see that here. And so this is again something to reposition, to rewrite, and maybe just to reorganize as site content. So I could go on and on. I mean, the bottom line I think is that you're doing an okay job. You're doing better than some, but you're falling behind a number of others. And so let's have a chat. This video is meant to bring out some questions. Jasmine will follow up in the next couple of days. We can schedule an appointment time to talk with myself and my partner Adrian, who's our digital director. Um, and that time is for you to get your questions answered. I'm sure you have questions about your website. I'm sure your website's not doing what you expect it to do or what you expected it to do the last time it was designed. And so we can answer those questions for you. And that call time is for you. That call time isn't our chance to sell you and sell you. That call really is for us to answer your questions, help you get some clarity on how you should move forward. And then at the end of that, if it feels like we have a nice synergy in our relationship on the phone, we can discuss what it would be like to look to move forward. Um, but that's not the focus of the call. The focus of the call is to help you get some clarity on what you could be doing better with your website and get all your questions answered. So again, my name is Dawood Miracle. I am the digital director at Doing Good. And just so you know, because people ask us all the time, what we do in a nutshell is we build thriving medical brands with remarkable websites so that you can get the patients and clients that you're looking for. So again, this is Dawood Miracle. Thank you so much for your time, and we'll talk to you soon.